Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Absolute pleasure to have you along today. So thank you. I'm on very late, which means I'm in the boudoir. It is dark outside. Hubby's probably home by now, so I'm hiding out. Yeah, what a day. Big day. So, in case you're wondering, this picture, that's Bindi that's hiding there, Sneaks the cat, and Spot. Now, Spot's the one, he starts his cancer medication tomorrow. That's why I'm running awfully late. There was just so much going on in that had to go to 3 pharmacies to find out that nobody stocks the medication. So my local pharmacy has ordered it in and it will arrive tomorrow. Had to arrange with the vet to go and pick up some more painkiller medication for him until such time as the cancer medication arrives, and to see him over for the next 3 or 4 days until that kicks in. And daughter at the chiropractor's, the builders came to discuss building plans. What else happened? Oh, I had to go to the bank. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So I made it. I don't think I'm through your emails yet, but I've made it. I'm here. Okay, what do I want to have a look at? I want to have another look at Alaska. I was in the shower last night and my guides were like, you need to explore this further. Something about what is going to happen in Alaska is going to be pivotal. Like, really, things are going to turn on what will happen in Alaska. Now, I'm using my runic tarot. I've got all the lights on. I've borrowed my daughter's ring light. I'm hoping it doesn't give me a migraine. And let's see how we go. Now, one of my beautiful viewers emailed me last night, this morning, whenever, and said, hang on, didn't you read that the Pooty body double, at some stage, one of the body doubles was going to be unalived in a bang bang attempt? Oh, and I do apologise for the language we have to use. It's to bypass the senses. And I went, oh, yes, I did. And the comment that they made was, well, what better opportunity when he is on US soil to actually do so. So I want to have a look at that. Now, Mike, what's his name? Witkoff, or should we say Dickoff? Apparently, this is what happens when you have a property developer, not a diplomat or negotiator, actually undertaking diplomatic negotiations. The property developer um, has apparently he mistook the Kremlin's peaceful withdrawal as total withdrawal, which was not what was actually said and mentioned and discussed. So he's grasped, he heard what he wanted to hear, grasped that, publicized that, and the Kremlin's going, nope, that wasn't what we agreed to. Now, you also got to remember that Witkoff or Dickoff, his 2 sons, I believe, set up a crypto company with Eric and Sniffy Jr. Watch to see where that 15% extortion on the microchips for in exchange for the license to export from the US to China. 15% on every dollar sold, not on the profit on every sale. So if they sell for $1 each, then 15 cents goes straight, probably, supposedly, into the government coffers, but I doubt it. Very possibly being paid in crypto. Yes, my eyes are a bit red in this light. They're getting better. They're not heaps better than they were. It's just the lighting's really exposing them. The 15%, do not be surprised if it actually gets paid in crypto to somewhere that's not the US government. Entertainment only. Just keep an eye on that. Right, I'm going to use my yes/no cards. Believe it or not, there are yes and no cards in there, and there's 12 yes, 12 no's, and 2 blanks. I just want to ask once again, because energies do change from day to day depending on yes and yes. Is the Alaskan meeting going to go ahead? Yes and yes. So I'm going to leave that there for the moment. The Alaskan meeting is going, at this stage, still going to go ahead. Now, you've got to remember that the orange twerp hasn't laid eyes on Putin since Helsinki during his first regime, that meeting behind closed doors of which there was never any transcript released. It was just the orange twerp Putin. It was Putin at that stage, and don't know whether there would have been two interpreters or just one. And I suspect if there was just one, it would have been the Russian interpreter. So was perhaps saying things that controlled by Putin. That was the meeting at Helsinki where the orange twerp came out literally looking like a whipped hangdog, and Putin came out with that grin on his face. Okay. So we've got someone desperately trying to hold on to something really important and let the rest go up in flames, but we've got the Ace of Swords there, the Sword of Truth. What I want to ask is, because we covered it fairly extensively yesterday, is there going to be a political unaliving attempt in Alaska? Is there going to be a political unaliving attempt in Alaska? I'm not going to say on who, I'm just going to ask, is there going to, I mean, I know she should probably use the yes, no, but I want to have a look at a little bit more than just the yes, no. Is there going to be a political unaliving attempt in this meeting in Alaska? I mean, they're not going to talk peace talks. Ukraine's not there. You can't have peace talks with one of the parties not actually there. Okay, let's have a look. There's my little cheat sheet ready to go. Will there be? I suspect it's on the cards. Seven of Swords. Betrayal, abuse of power, win at any cost. Sneaking into camp and stealing. Yeah, I'd say there is. I mean, if that doesn't look like an assassin hiding behind the tree of life there, I don't quite know what is. So, yeah, I'd say yes. And he might even have two in his sights. One of each would be nice, thank you very much. Challenge, second signifier is the magician, the manifestation, the manipulation, the ability to bring something into reality, into creation. Again, it's telling me it feels like a yes. The Emperor, the energy stewing underneath. Now, the Emperor, well, is it the Putin body double, or is it the orange twerp, or is it both of them? The Emperor is the energy that this is all stewing in. Putin, I'm going to have to say Putin. In the past, you've got the Star card. Was the Star no longer the Star? I'm going to have to ask whether it's going to be both of them. Let's have a look. Crowning this reading. Right, the moneyed masses, throwing one out of the ranks and then closing ranks behind it. I think it's Putin. I'm going to say yes. And then something significant coming to an end, the end of an era. The Putin figure. You've got the Moon card. Secrets being revealed, something, the light of the moon shining onto something. You've got the Chariot here being chased across, so the military being chased across the moon, but you've got the literal good versus evil fight. Something being revealed, secrets being revealed, and judgment. Now look at these major arcana we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 majors out of 8 cards. What was that one under there? Oh, yeah, that was the stealing into camp and basically assassinating. Oops, said the word. Hopefully it was muttered that the senses don't pick it up. Judgment, raising to the ground, collective awakening, call to arms, inevitability about this. But major arcana, all yes cards. Another yes card, the Hierophant, the higher authorities. Unleashing the dogs of war, perhaps, or chaining the dogs of war. Because I'm pretty sure the oligarchs have had enough of this conflict with sanctions and having their assets seized, etc. Okay, the outcome. Nine of Cups. Oh, sorry, the Eight of Cups. Scampering away from what no longer serves, bringing about a new beginning. The Temperance, moderation, and then the Seven of Wands, bringing down the wrath upon those that are below. I really feel like that's a yes. We've got on the underlying energy is the Ten of Pentacles. This is the oligarchs. The Five of Wands. They feel like they're restricted. They've had enough. The Five of Cups. They've had enough with this absolute disregard for human life, this corruption. Ace of Swords. And then there's the Devil. Is this the stiletto coming for the Devil? Okay, well, now I'm going to go to the yes/no cards because I feel like if they're going to do it, I mean, the energies do change, but if they're going to do it, that's when they're going to do it. And I do feel that it's the Putin figure that goes first, followed by the orange twerp. Well, I split the deck and it's a yes. However, the other is a blank. There's still something in flux here. I feel it'll be the Putin figure, then it'll be the orange twerp, and then it'll be the old Yahoo over in the Middle East. Let's have a look. Will there be an unaliving attempt, successful or not, on the Putin figure in Alaska? Will there be an unaliving attempt? You wanted that one. No, yes, yes. Yes on the bottom, yes, 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 yes. Believe it or not, there are no's. So the first one out was a no, but then we've got this massive. Now remember we had that blank one and the yes. So it's almost like no, not yet, but oh yes, damn well do it. Now believe it or not, there are no cards here. Lots of them. Same and equal amount. So I might throw a card or a couple of cards. Let me just get these out of the way. I'm on a card table in the bedroom here. The if you like the dresser, it was an inexpensive pine dresser. A couple of tins of, a bit of a sand so the paint would stick. A couple of tins of paint, sample pots of paint, and some knobs from the hardware shop. That's all it was. Okay, let's have a look. Seeing the True Crime deck. Is there going to be an unaliving attempt on the Putin figure in Alaska, whether it's successful or not? So it's what we need to know about an unaliving attempt on the Putin figure or a Putin figure in Alaska. Greed has thrown out. Someone was too greedy. Greed, what's that that's thrown out? Social media. Call gone out over the airways perhaps, or Wonder if they're going to do a Hamas. Is it Hamas that did the little electronics that exploded and took out a heap of Lebanese, or was it the you know what I'm talking about, that event. I have a memory like a sieve, which is why when I do these readings, you are getting everything so cold. There's the travel. So tell me, is there going to be an attempt, unaliving attempt on the Persian figure in Alaska, whether it's successful or not? Now, I haven't been able to pick Putin up for about 18 months, whether or not that's because he's got psychics all around him protecting him, or whether he's actually passed on. But I keep getting the image of 3 more drawers being opened, and one of them's got a corrupting body in it. That is the OG, the original Putin. Right, so we've got here greed, challenged by a call going out over the airways perhaps, or social media, or it could simply be, I mean, goodness me, doesn't this look like an exploded mobile phone here? The energy underneath it is travel. So yes, he is traveling to Alaska in the past. Now, he has taken a few oligarchs out with this method, or maybe the oligarchs themselves are feeling like they're being cut off. Grounding this reading is the power supply. Now, I know it's a wind turbine, but power supply in the barren wasteland. Okay, immediate future, an inside job. Might be something to do with a mobile phone or something. Inside job while he's traveling. Inside job. Surveillance is externally. Internally. Ooh. That's not psycho. I don't know quite what is. Something to do with the surveillance externally. It's going to be public. The hopes and fears. The home, the safety of home is the hope and fears. Let's see where this goes. Secret, regret, and the desert. Barrenness. And there is the card. It could be whoever it is, it could be from a Middle Eastern background who actually does the deed. Afghanistan, perhaps. But we've got it. Marriage and wedding, the devil, and then the passing. Someone close to him is organising this. Well, I mean, you know, when you get these sorts of cards, and like that reading there, I think I have explored enough. Very, very good possibility, and I think with that surveillance card, they are going to ensure that it is caught on camera. Oh boy, stick that to my forehead. Talk to you later. Catch ya. Bye-bye.